Hi everybody, welcome to Adventures of Wilderphile. All of my videos so far have made my wife sick to her stomach. So I am going to try and make a quick video of a quick jaunt through the forest. It might not be anything spectacular, but I'm just gonna walk along this ridge. And I brought with me, I brought Geoffrey Bache Smith's poems, his short collection of poems. So anyway, I think I'm gonna read a couple of them just because they're all really good, you know, and just gonna read a couple of them over there on the ledge. And you can watch a video of poems. Figure I like poems a lot, and so it's kind of lame for maybe some of you, but I don't mind. These videos are really for me. If you haven't figured that out yet, these videos are for me. They are inspiring me to get off my butt and enjoy this winter, which I have a hard time doing normally. So anyway, yeah, so I hope this video doesn't make my wife sick, and I hope this video is cool. So I'll try and read the poems clearly. I know there's a little bit of wind, but yeah, so thanks everybody, and hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna read one of my poems. I like these poems, that's why I'm reading them. So, and if there's wind, I apologize. But that's what this poem actually talks about. So, it's called A Sonnet, and again, it's by Geoffrey Bache Smith. And Sierra, I hope I am not jiggling this camera because I am holding it with my hand. Because I'm sitting on a rock that's kind of high, just so I can see the Tetons in the background, which hopefully, can you see them past me? I don't even know. All right, well anyway, there is a wind that takes the heart of a man, a fresh wind in the latter days of spring, when hate and war and every evil thing that the wide arches of high heaven span seems dust, and less to be accounted than the omened touches of a passing wing, when destiny that calls himself a king goes all forgotten for the song of Pan. For why? Because the twittering of the birds is the best music that was ever sung. Because the voice of the trees find better words than ever poet from his heartstrings wrung. Because all wisdom and all gramarye are writ in fields, oh very plain to see. All right, so I'm down in this beautiful little canyon. This is where Peaked Mountain, I don't know how you say it, but kind of has that drainage. And when you get to the lift to Sacagawea, at the bottom of Sacagawea, there's like a drainage. This is that guy coming out of the. Yeah, by the way, location, temperature. It was 37 degrees when I started, but I think the sun has warmed it up substantially, or at least my slight jogging has warmed it up. But yeah, so this is just a little brook, really pretty. I'm outside of Driggs, Idaho, near Grand Targhee Ski Resort. It's right up that way. So yeah, just kind of wandering down into the forest. I think for the most part, I hope the bears are asleep. So I'm not too worried about bears. Obviously, I didn't bring any bear spray. That was stupid. Or a gun. But anyway, I don't think it'll be a problem. Plus, I'm kind of making noise talking to myself with this video. So, yeah. It's time to maybe try and go up the other side there. I might get tired. I want to be back to my wife quick. She's studying right now, and I'm making silly videos. But I do want to make this video for her. So hopefully you can watch it without feeling like you're gonna throw up because you're on some really crazy weird roller coaster. So yeah, sorry for all my spinning and whatnot, but it's just beautiful places. You want to try and catch them all. And yeah, so anyway, I should get a gimbal. I will get a gimbal, but good. And I'm also, just so everybody knows, I'm just filming this in 1080 because I think from the connection of the 4K all the way to YouTube, my videos turn out not that great. So 1080 gives me like, I don't know, 5 times as much space on my little card. Plus, I think it wears out the batteries a lot less. So this is going to be a normal HD video, but hopefully it turns out better. That's probably what's going to happen. So anyway, good stuff. Time to go up this hill behind me. So thanks. There's tons that I really like, but I'll read a fragment. This one's really cool. Again, with the wind. That's why I'm reading these, because they're wind. And some came down in a great wind, under gray scurrying skies, to where the long wave-beaten shore forever shrieks and cries. Oh, fling aside your toil, your care, when one cries of the sea, and the great waves that foam and toss, and the white clouds that flee. Let us forget our weariness, forget that we have sinned. So we but sail, what matters it, if death ride on the wind? Storm from the sky, storm from the sea, beat on them as they stood, and a great longing sprang in them to cross the roaring flood. That one's not finished, but so it ends in an ellipsis. It's called a fragment, and I really like that one. And actually, the very next one too is awesome. It's called Sea Poppies. So, Sierra, this video is for you. I hope you, and this poem's for you. So, Sea Poppies. This one's for Sierra. In this video, I dedicate this poem to my wife, Sierra. And it doesn't have to be with a silly voice. If she even watches it. She's like, oh, I'm done. I'm done feeling like I'm gonna barf in your videos. Alright, Sea Poppies. Twixt lonely lands and desert beach, where no wind blows and no waves reach, a sunken precinct here we keep, with woven wiles of endless sleep. Our twisted stems of sere-hued green, our pallid blooms, what sun has seen? And he that tastes our magic breath shall sleep that sleep whose name is death. Wild clouds are scurrying overhead. The wild wind's voice is loud and dread, sounding the knell of the dying day. Yet here is silence and gloom away alway. And a great longing seizes me to burst my bondage and be free, to look on winds and waters' strife, and breathe in my nostrils the breath of life. Give me not dim and slumberous ease, but sounding storm and laboring seas. Not peaceful and untroubled years, but toil and warfare and passion and tears.
and I would fall in valorous fight, and lie in lofty far-seen height. Yet how to burst these prison bands, forged by unseen spirit hands? Oh, seek not to burst our prison bands, forged by unseen spirit hands, clashing battle and laboring sea. These be for others, not for thee. Thou lover of storm and passion and war, break'st our charmed circle nevermore. Anyway, I like that one. Too bad didn't come true in his life. Here's a couple of snippets from a poem called Glastonbury, and I like this. But the last long kiss is taken and given, and the last look in those unfathomed eyes, the passionate last embrace is coldly riven, and all is grief beneath the pitiless skies. Gods of the burnt-out hearth, the wandered wind, gods of pale dawns that vanished long ago, gods of the barren tree, the withered leaf, the faded flower, and the ungarnered sheaf, gods half forgot in the wild age's flow, yours am I, that all for naught have sinned. Courage, my son, and patience, quoth the sage. No sin there is that shall not lose its stain. Through the great love of God and his dear Son, repent and be forgiven. Know that none shall sue before his throne and sue in vain, nor shall one name be blotted from the page, if he that bears it turns to prayer and tears. Anyway, that's about Lancelot meeting an old priest in the woods. And then it's a long poem. I'm only reading snippets. They pondered the eternal mysteries, the noblest heritage of all men born, such as are writ upon the face of dawn, or in the glamour of a moonlit night, or in the autumn swallow's southern flight, or in the breaking of the restless sea, or dreamed rich hallowed dreams of aureate days, while yet the king was young, and sunlight fell on bower and roof of ancient Camelot, of triumph clarion and thanksgiving bell, when all was song and laughter and high praise, even when as yet the accursed thing was not. So as the day draws ever toward the dark, ever toward peace the great wind's sounding breath, and ever toward the further shore the bark, they drew to the dark silent realm of death, far, far away from their old palace halls, where once they lived a splendid life in vain, that now are scattered stones and crumbled walls, in some soft vale, or by the echoing main. Beneath the spring grass and very deep, they three do lie, where never mornings rise to ope the portal of their dazed eyes, nor ever mortal footstep falls to break their sleep. And near beside lies Arthur, even he that was king once and yet again shall be. Okay, one more poem, and then this one's short, and then I'm gonna head back to my car. Thanks for watching. This is a unique video. It's making it more for my wife than for myself. So it's got a little spinny, got a little spinny action in the camera. The Tetons are right behind me, and I'm just reading some poems, and we're gonna finish up with this. So, you know I'm reading poems. Like the small source of a smooth flowing river, like the pale dawn of a wonderful day, comes the new age from high God the good giver, comes with shouts of the children at play, as an old leaf whirls faster and faster from the sere branch that once gave it fair birth, into the arms of the devil its master, be the old age swept away from the earth. I like that one too. There's a lot more that I like. Anyway, this is kind of a cheaper copy. I wish I could have gotten an original copy of A Spring Harvest by Geoffrey Bache Smith, but I really like it. It weighs like 4 ounces, so even if you're an ultralight guy, It doesn't have page numbers. I didn't actually count the pages, but it says 63 pages. And the preface is written by J.R.R. Tolkien. And yeah, I really enjoy this book. So anyway, thanks everybody, and have a great day. Get up off the couch and go read some poems in the woods.
It's a good thing I felt a little bit uncomfortable wandering through the woods, because I was wandering down past that creek and wondering, where's that switchback at? I thought it can't be, it's not, anyway, I was looking for the switchback where my car is. My car's not here, but it's actually, it's at the next switchback. And sure enough, the creek is right down there behind me. And luckily I turned off, I was like, I gotta get off this creek and just go up the hill. And luckily I did that, because as you can see, that's literally, this is the switchback. So from this point on, the creek winds farther and farther away from the road that I was trying to get back to. So yeah, it worked out. Adventures of a Wilderphile. Wanderers, a Wanderphile. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna run up the next bit, and we'll have a great week, everybody. Great month. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post these every month, but I'm gonna try. This is the month of November. Hopefully I get to do this every month. I'm catching up right now, so there's been a lot of postings much later after the fact of the filming of it, but anyway, good times. All right, well, thanks everybody. Like and subscribe, and not all who wander are lost. Catchy phrase. I gotta come up with a catchy phrase, because this is killing me, but it's killing my channel. My view count's way down. No, it's not, because I keep watching my own videos over and over. Anyway, all right guys, thanks, and you're awesome.